My clutch looks really bad.
Yeah, that's gross.
Let's get into it. If you've been following along, welcome back, but if you're new, this is my barn find of a 1978 Datsun 280Z, and it's got plenty of issues. My goal is to try to get this thing running and driving into something that's fun, that you don't have to worry about screwing up, that people can just get into and enjoy. In order to be able to do that, we kind of need a clutch, seeing as this has the very common 5-speed manual in it. So in order to get to this master cylinder, it looks like we need to take out this washer fluid reservoir, and then we can start unbolting that from there. Alright, it looks like it's going to be that line fitting right there, probably 10 mil, and then a couple of 12s onto the firewall. Of course, I think we can also take this reservoir and get it out of the way in order to get some more room. Looks like a beautiful streusel on top of this fine clutch pudding. Let's see if I was right about 10 mil. And she loosens up just absolutely beautifully. It's a beautiful day for clutches around the world. Now for these nuts, which I will admit I'm a little bit worried about, but we'll see how it goes with a little bit of PV blaster on there. I have to get the offset. Oh yeah. It would appear there is a clevis. There is a cotter pin right there on the left side that I need to remove in order to get a pin out. And bada bing, I got that pin and the cotter pin out. Should come right on out, like that. So for those of you wondering, this is not what is supposed to be inside of your clutch master cylinder. Just not very compressible, you know, a lot of air in between all the particles. Also, the push rod is supposed to have a little bit more integrity than this. Oh yeah. Now would you just look at this beauty? I mean, now this is a piece of work. Now this. Oh, look at that. It's like it's doing its job or something. Now, installation should be about as simple as the removal. So, this fella. Alright, so I've made a fatal error in my installation of the master cylinder, and I forgot to adjust the length, this here clevis, to the same size as the one that came off. So what I gotta do is I gotta unbolt it, see if I can get enough room to go ahead and do such things. So I managed to wiggle the clutch master cylinder out of the way, and I got it adjusted to about the same as the old one. And then our line is just going to slot right in there, thread right on it. Getting a better look at some of this rust here. Yeah. And there's the other part in the clutch system that we're going to be replacing. That's the slave cylinder. And I also got a new clutch hose over here. And then to loosen that clutch line, it attaches right there. And it's going to be that fitting right there. Oh, nice. Couldn't have done that without a line wrench. Is this me becoming a line wrench fanboy? Hey, this is good news. I see fluid dripping out of it, so that means that we have actual fluid in the lines. Alright. There we go. Just a few taps of the hammer and loosened up some of that rust. And now that side's free. Hooray! Ah! Oh yeah. Wow, is that seized? Probably. I mean, certainly dysfunctional. Oh, that didn't quite go to plan, but I don't care. It'll hold. Now that I have our new clutch master cylinder, new clutch hose, and slave cylinder, what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack the bleeder valve on the slave cylinder, open that up, go ahead and fill it up, and let the system gravity bleed. And that's just a fancy way of saying I'm going to let gravity do the work of pushing the air out of the system, let all that fluid drip down, and go ahead, and we still got to throw that pin and cotter pin in, hitch pin. And you can see it slowly starting to sink there. That's just going to keep doing that as it flows throughout the whole system. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and tighten up the bleeder screw down there and then see if we can get a clutch pedal. Alright, it's an 8. That'll do it. Okay, let's go ahead and see how we're feeling. Oh wow, already. Looks like we got plenty of pressure there. Try to bleed it some more later, but man, that's a clutch. Sounds like after pressing it a few times, we already started to loosen up the pressure plate. Oh, hear that?